Hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective. Let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the spirit guides have for you today. Shall we? All right, messages for you today. Okay, romantic disappointments, heartache. First card. Okay, what is this about? Compassion, nurturing, alpha female energy. This is your energy. This is pretty much telling me that you have already overcome. You overcome heartache, you overcome disappointment. There was in the past some situation, um, most likely to do with relationship, betrayal, most likely betrayal, where you were betrayed. But I do see by the card of Hera here, you're now all concentrating about nurturing yourself, nurturing your energy. You have that alpha female energy. You healed. I do see that you are healed from this heartache. Okay, so let's see what exactly the spirit guides want you to hear in regards of your current energy, which once again you overcome. You overcome some very difficult situation in the past. So that's a very good thing. Very good thing. Okay. Enemies, see? Enemies, gossip, danger, negativity. This is what initially was the root cause of your heartache. Jealousy, gossip, most likely. Negative energy. Enemies, competition, lying, gossiping. Now, the question always is, why would anybody gossip about somebody who is weak? You were never weak. You were always were alpha female. This is exactly what the Hera card represents. If you may be perhaps wondering why your enemies, why your karmics gossiping about you till this day, well, because you're stronger. You are an alpha female. If there was some sort of competition in your love life, maybe somebody was competing for the partner that you were with, they did not utilize lawful techniques. There has been a lot of gossip, a lot of gossip. So the gossip led to your suffering. But I do see once again you overcome it. You overcome this gossip. You overcome this negativity. See, there's in the bottom of the deck, I have Pegasus, freedom. You're free from that. You're victorious. If you haven't realized that victory yet, soon you will. I kind of feel like a wings grown from your back, like you're ready to fly. Whatever the situation was in the past that involved a lot of gossiping, it doesn't affect you anymore. See? And this is exactly what spirit guides want you to know, that you are free. You don't have to put any restrictions. Do what makes you happy. Understand that you're a very strong person. Now, the question is, what was this gossip about? What is this all about? What was this all about? Clarify gossip. Clarify this negativity. It also means that, yeah, it was your ex's side piece, mistress, that did this. The other woman. Secret hookup. So whoever your ex is who was hooking up on the side did this to you. Okay? Maybe your ex was never loyal. Well, not maybe. This is, judging by what I see, this is 100%. Your ex doesn't even know what loyalty is. I don't think that your ex ever been loyal to anybody for more than a week. Okay, let's be generous. Let's give it a month. Okay, a month. That's being generous. So, who spread all this gossip is this side piece, and of course, you were dating this person. I also see that maybe this individual was hooking up, seeing someone else, having a lot of one night stands, most likely never left a dating site. Always been on dating site, looking for other partners, looking for hookups. Looking for hookups, okay? But I do feel like you mobilize yourself very quickly. You find out the truth. You most likely find out that your ex was on a dating site. And this is where realization come to you that your ex was never loyal to you. He or she was really looking for one night stands. So whoever your ex was intimate with at that time spread a lot of gossip. Spread a lot of gossip about you, the other woman, the secret hookup. Competition, right? I kind of feel like this person was competing with you, maybe initially. Uh, the problem is here that your heart was broken, right? Your heart was broken. This is perfectly what the spirit guide's telling me, that your heart was broken. Was not broken by this other woman, the so-called side piece, the other person. Your heart was specifically broken because you did not expect it, your ex, to behave in a certain way. You saw that he or she is a decent human being, that they're honorable person, that they're a loyal person. But no. Trust me, no one who feels confident in themselves would have spread rumors. So this other woman over here that they showing me, this other side woman, secret hookup, the one night stands, wherever, she lies. Liars. You most likely already been through a period where you, for yourself, find out that people lie. There's a lot of liars around there. A lot of liars. But I see the way you live your life now is either very reserved, um, confident. You become more confident in who you are. And honestly, the matter of truth is kind of like a matter of principle to you. You no longer settle and you no longer put up with bullshit. Your ex lied because he was never loyal to you. The woman he ended up with or was hooking up with was never loyal either. They're just a love lives. So it's a good thing that these people no longer have part of your life at all, nor they should ever be part of your life. That's including this cheater lying ex of yours and his side piece. See, honesty, truth. You seek truth because you yourself are a very honest person. Honesty is important to you. And on top of that, you're under divine protection. See, divine intervention. This is happening right now. Like I already mentioned, the reason why spirit guides showing me this side piece, psychopath over here, whoever your ex was seeing behind your back. Well, it was one night stands, okay, hooking up. Maybe it was initially no committed relationship, but he was seeing somebody else, maybe perhaps even dating somebody else. He had a side piece. While you were there thinking that this person is loyal to you, that this person is trustworthy, that you can trust this person, this whole entire time, this covered was sleeping, was and dating this other woman. But as I mentioned earlier, there's a two important messages here that come in with this situation. First of all, that you regain your power. You absolutely 100% free from this idiotic past karmic relationship. You are triumphing, and there is still a truth that going to be prevailed in regards to what exactly your ex and whoever he was dating, this side piece, did to you, and particularly did to your reputation. Blah, 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 blah. Bunch of bullshit, bunch of lies. Because I kind of feel like whoever this woman is, could be woman, could be man, depending depending on who's watching. She wanted most likely all to himself. She didn't want it to share. She wanted you out of the way, out of the picture. And the best way she figured that could be possible is to gossip about you. This is exactly what the card of Harpies means. Enemy that utilized gossiped. Maybe they both were gossiping about you, tee hee ha ha, right? So right now the process of truce is taking place in your life. There is a divine intervention here. Divine intervention that leading you towards victory. This is not over. So I can only imagine what this side piece and your crazy acts have done to you and to your reputation. You could have suffered greatly. Slander could lead even to criminal investigations, right? Or even worse. So the process right now is that divine powers intervened in your situation because you have to still obtain victory here. There is victory and triumph that is coming to you as an alpha female. You yet to prove to this idiotic jealous nutcase that was competing over, I'm sorry to say that, DICK, that you are number one, that you're better, that you're smarter, that you're stronger. This is shit. Whoever was competing with you, whoever this crazy nutcase is crazy. Crazy person. Crazy person that is going to lose because lies were utilized here. You most likely suffered from slander, serious slander. I don't know what the sick mistress, hookup, one night stand, whatever the other woman did, but she's yet to answer for what she did. So each day I feel like your positions are getting stronger. You absolutely 100% healed from any heartache that was associated in your life with this past karmic situation. Now, looking at this side piece, let's analyze a little bit. Who is this other woman? Who is this other woman? Dating sites, hookup, one night stand. What can you tell me about this side piece? All talk, silver-tongued devil, big flirt, no action, player. Well, I think your ex and whoever this mistress is a good pair together. Just a bunch of bullshitters, right? Blah, 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 blah. Like I said, all talk. No action behind what was said or what was promised. No proof. It's nothing. It's empty. Lies. Lies. You have suffered because of lies. That's what is the issue. And you, that type of the person, because you are this alpha female, you have this alpha energy, you were honest, you were truthful. You maybe perhaps had a sincere trust in these bullshitters. But these are not your type of people. What else about this mistress? Up in the air, not able to make solid plans, very ungrounded, wishy-washy all over the place, wishy-washy, empty. This person never felt fulfilled. No happiness here. Childish. Like a kid. Even kids are more mature. Childish. Your ex is also childish. Bullshitter. Your ex could have promised you a lot of things, and not a single thing that your ex have said have ever come true. And on top of that, your ex always had a rolling eyes. He always had his options open. Open, obvious flirt, very disrespectful towards you, had no respect towards women. It's probably something that comes from his childhood trauma. Maybe he didn't have a proper father figure. Maybe he is like his father. guys, no commitment, nothing, a piece of shit. Empty. Both of them are empty. And together they did this to you. Maybe perhaps if your ex was at least half of a man that he claims to be, maybe perhaps you would have not become a victim of this idiotic, bullshit, slanderous, gossiping games that was launched against you to target your reputation. Your ex and his other woman, both guilty. And for that, they will answer. This depends how far their gossip went. No loyalty here. It's shit. See, brink affairs, had an affair. Brief affair, had some sort of affair with this side chick, side piece. Doesn't have to be his current woman. So if he's in a relationship with that current woman, could have been some other woman that he was hooking up with. Because I do see your ex has some sort of brief affair here with somebody. Maybe he met this person online. Maybe he met her at work. Maybe it was a brief work affair. So everything leading in your life to establishing truth in regards of this slander that you were victim of by your ex and his side piece. Clarify brief affair. Clarify brief affair. Foolish. Fool, hermit, narcissistic person. It's a narcissistic person. Your ex is a narcissist. Fool and a sun card. Cause you problems. Okay. So this is a little brief introduction, I should say, or a little scanning of what happened in the past. With wishy-washy ex of yours, full of crap. And of course, whoever he was sleeping with. Now let's remove this side piece, since I no longer need that. And let's concentrate into you and your current energy. I want to take a look exactly what is this triumph is about. What is going to be established here? Personally for you. So victory, this is redemption, what I call. Redemption of your name. Okay, spirit guides, clarify what victory awaits my collective in regards of, like I said, this slander. So first of all, the first card comes up is humiliation. Your ex, this other woman, maybe they're friends, doesn't matter. The attempts were to humiliate you. Humiliation, okay? For some reason, not for some reason, often when there is a competition, and particularly when somebody tries to compete with you, what the first thing one does is clearly attempts to humiliate you, to discredit you, to make you feel unworthy, unloved, and unwanted. Which is, once again, that's not you. That's not part of your energy. That's not your design. I already said that you are nurturing. You are nurturing. You have that powerful energy. You're very compassionate. You're very kind. But someone here really wanted to humiliate you. Humiliate you. Okay? Yeah. Demonically oppressed person. Demonically oppressed person. It's a person that is negative, person that is angry, person that is envious, person that is jealous, person that is building for herself or himself some sort of sandcastle. Delusional maybe in a way, sense of delusions, obsession, crazy person. Crazy, not normal. This is not a healthy behavior. The people that targeted you don't even question for doubt for once that they're healthy. They're not. They're crazy. Crazy. This desire to humiliate you is insane. Sickos. But you're not broken. You're not broken. And over time here, this is a matter of time where you are now showing everybody who you actually are and how strong you are. Now this person is sick. This person is person who humiliated you. Whoever humiliated you is now suffering illnesses. This is the card of the sickness. This person is sick, have illness, chronic, uncurable, physical or mental illness. This is karma, right? Because the disease of this female, this is most likely female energy that did this to you. She is now sick. Because she is sick. She's not only sick in the head, she's sick all around. Clarify the card of entity, demonic entity. Community. The whole community is demonic here. The whole community is not just one person. It was some sick female and her friends and maybe her colleagues. It's a lot of people here. It's not just one person. It's a very unhealthy and idiotic and crazy community. They all could be very close friends. They could be co-workers. They could be colleagues. They're all crazy, but the thing is they're all done. They're losing. See, this is the card of the family. Again, family comes up. Family. Maybe it is the family of your ex. Crazy. Not cases. In a la la land. They're almost done here. Almost done. Initiative, board. Yeah, see, it's ending. It's ending here. It is ending. It's a community that slandered you, that gossip about you. I do see a card of ladder and do see the card of justice here. So it looks like to me this whole idiotic psychopathic family / friends, whoever targeted you, it's not, like I already said, it is not the one person. Could be even up to 20 people. 20 people that did this to you. A lot. And they targeted on your reputation. And in the near future, in the next couple of months, I do see that the justice will be served for falsified records, falsified evidence. Maybe this idiotic family wrote something about you to the courts or the police. Maybe they filed some sort of falsified statement about you. Because remember, really it was about gossip. Gossip. This community wanted to humiliate you. I cannot justify and explain why they wanted this. Sometimes people just straight up crazy. Just nothing really you can do. There's no justification why would one behave in such a sociopathic way. But I do see that there is a justice will be served. It is on a legal document. You will prove in court, in a court of law, that this family, whatever they've done wrong. They will be arrested. There is arrest and there is a detention coming in for this sick family. Crazy families. Then right now, like I said, they're sick. If this was a woman that did this to you, she's sick. That's 100%. 100% that recently she has been diagnosed with a very serious illness, non-curable, meaning that she will constantly going to have to be monitored by doctors, by physicians. She will be taking medications for life. This is non-curable illness. But on top of that, what I see here, that most likely they've caused you some sort of legal problems because there's a courts involved here and legal documents. 2 cards that signifying something was done on a legal perspective here. And relevantly, I see that this family will also face the court. They will face the court. They will be brought to justice for what was done to you. Do you see how, what is their opinion, gossip is not a big deal, but it's a big deal? Because whatever was done to you led to irreparable consequences. irreparable. You here is a victim of a sick people. This is straight up. There's no justification. Jealousy, envy, psychopathic, narcissists, careless. So do not think that this situation is over. This is just a beginning. Clarify the card of justice. See, working, the higher power working on your situation. Working. Undercover police officer not sleeping day and night. Detectives don't sleep day and night. They working on this situation. The universe also working on this situation. Because as I mentioned earlier, the card Pegasus here signifying your victory. Your victory. This is victory that will be recognized both in law and in front of everybody. Will be legally recognized victory. You will sue whoever this sick family is. You will sue these sick people, including the side pieces, hookups, whatever the heck that was. If this is your ex that did this to you, he will also be investigated. He's already investigated. So this is the card that represents that the justice does not sleep. And the higher power continue working on your situation to making sure that whatever was slandered here, because you were a direct victim of slander, of setup, of fabrication, falsification, lies, fraud, perjury, obstruction of justice, abuse of process, that you yet to win. And this is exactly what the universe here working. See, this is the card of the Chariot. This is another card that signifying victory. Victory and your abundance, your independence. You yet to obtain that independence. Because clearly whoever these people are, they did not leave you alone, did they? Did they leave you alone? No. Why cannot they leave you alone? Why? Because they're scared, shitless. They're scared. The universe, like I said, working on this situation. Your enemies are not happy, they're crying. Well, crying, maybe they're not crying, but they understanding that they lost. They lost. They know that you're an alpha female or an alpha male. They know that there is nothing that they could do to prevent what's coming. Nothing. Nothing. They know. They know what they did to you. They know, see once again the card of death. They know that this is over. Game over. And they lost. They're losers. And the time of punishment is yet to come. They will answer. See, they know that they're lost. This is your position, the string card. You're strong. You're strong in this case. You proved your case. You redeemed your name. You reclaimed back your power. They know that. They know that you're strong. They know that. So know that soon there will be ending here. See, they will be backstabbed. They will feel those swords that were sticked into your back. They will feel that pain. It's all coming back to them. Because you here as a victim, you're innocent here. You've done nothing wrong. It's not your fault that your ex is an idiot. You've done nothing wrong here. Nothing. Just for clarification, I'm going to ask, have you done anything wrong to deserve this sick gossip of this jealous community of psychopaths, the sick families? Have you done anything wrong? Have you done anything wrong? No. Five of Pentacles, you're the one that were left out with nothing in a cold. You could have lost money. You were abandoned. You were disrespected. You were humiliated. Nobody was there to help you. Nobody. You understand? You were treated it. I don't even know the words that I could use to explain how you were treated it. See, you were abandoned. You were rejected. There was no law there for you to protect you. Because most likely this sick family had some connections. Well, aren't they overly connected? Egos, unethical, sick people, sickos. Even law could have not protect you back then. Yeah, see this aggression, you could have not figured out where was this aggression come from. Why is everybody so dumb? Why nobody wanted to hear you? Why nobody wanted to listen to you? You know why? Because this sick family, whoever targeted you, they had connections. They had connection to the police departments. They could have had connections to military. They had connections to lawyers. They had everybody in their fucked up pockets. Back then, you stand no chance. But because the law of man rejected you, the law of higher powers never did. Never did. Yeah, see, look at this. Lies, lies. They're sickos. And you often wonder yourself, why? How could this be? Can there be at least one decent police officer or one decent lawyer or a judge? What the F is going on? You initially ask yourself for a very long time this question. What is going on? How is it possible? I am innocent and I was used as a scapegoat of this situation. So this will be your victory in regards of that situation where you were abandoned, where you were neglected, where your rights were disrespected, where your human guaranteed rights were violated, where you felt humiliated, where you felt assaulted, disrespected, abused, tortured. This is what will be the redemption is about. And your karmics are going to lose, and they will pay for what they did to you. Why the courts were not there for you? Why there were so? Because lies. That's the thing, lies. All of these pieces of shit knew everybody. You stand no chance back then. But that's why higher power standing with you. Divine powers are now intertwined in this situation. Clarify the moon card. Moon card, liar, mature man. Okay, what about this mature man? Is this a bullshitter here? Some older man who knew somebody? Who is this older man? Marriage. Older man, marriage. Marriage, main male. Man. It's man here. Two men. Adjudication. Someone knew somebody. Some man here. One is an older man. One is a male. But there's a card of marriage. Maybe it's very... Marriage doesn't have to be actually marriage. Maybe it's a same-sex relationship. Two men that had same-sex relationship with each other. Because there's a card of marriage here. Two men, maybe, that were in a same-sex relationship. That helped somebody, right? There's two men in particularly here that will be brought to justice. That will answer for this corruption. Why this corruption happened? What happened here? They have a lot of answers here. The detectives have a lot of answers. But they will find these answers. Because these people, these two men here will be brought to justice. Who else will be brought to justice? Who else? Empress, female energy. Feminine energy, Empress. Maybe she has a status. But there's a Two of Cups here. Two of Cups. Maybe this is the other woman here. Maybe it's a mother. It's a feminine energy. Two males. So far, one younger, one older. Mother figure. So this Empress definitely is a mother figure, has children. Female. Another male here in uniform, King of Swords. He could be this older male. From organization, government organization, in uniform. Either a cop or a soldier. Will answer to what was done to you. Looks like there was a corruption here. See, it's all covers up with Tower and covers up your victory. It's done. It's done. It's done for these people. Doesn't matter what they're attempting to do right now. Try to get away from this, what we call education process. No matter what they're trying to do to not be held accountable, not to hold any civil responsibility for what was done to you, because I see they're done. They're losing here. They're lost. It's Tower. They're flying right, left, and center. That's why they're crying right now. Because they know by Six of Wands and the card of the Strengths card here that you're strong. Your positions are strong, both in law and on you as a person. You proved that you've done nothing wrong. You proved it. They're done. They're done. Second time here showing me victory will be yours. Within definitely 6 months. Within 6 months, you will attend trial. Well, you don't have to attend the trial. It's all depends. But 100% I see that these people will be either arrested, detained, restricted, put in probation. But they're not getting away with it. That is not. So what do these people wanted here? What is this daisy chain of psychopaths? You are protected against these people. That's number one. Hermit, Master, Death. Give me a second. Yeah, it's a sick people. It's a sick people that wanted to lock you up. 3 people here. 3 people. 3 people are initiator of this thing. Maybe they're all part of the family. Female, male, maybe could be another male or another female. 3 people here. 3 people were obsessed with the idea that you deserve to be locked up. 3 people. In particularly 3 people here that will be judged and will be brought to justice. 3. They wanted to lock you up. That's what they wanted, see? They wanted to lock you up. They're sick. You understand? Sicko. Now they're the one that's going to be locked up. How funny is that? So therefore, like I'm telling you, my collective, you have absolutely nothing to worry about in regards of whoever these nutcases are. Some weirdos. You proved your case. Okay. So besides the fact that the universe is working on this situation, it's all leading towards the moment of justice. Let's see what else you should expect. What else should you expect? Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Good. 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Very good. King of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Full card. 2 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, well, what can you expect? For you personally, Wheel of Fortune and the card of the Fool card signifying new beginnings for you. Okay, so something new, new step of life, new directions in life, anything new, really. Judging by your energy here, you kind of continue on living with your life. Whatever these nutcases have done to you doesn't affect you anymore. You don't care about it. You continue on with your life. You're making plans for your future. And judging by the card of the Fool and Wheel of Fortune, that there's a new incredible events that are going to take place in your life. That is that. Now, in regards to this male here, there is some sort of fire sign male, King of Wands, big ego, selfish, explosive. Well, what can I say? Whoever this male, because remember we've seen two males over here initially. Male, marriage, two men, some empress, blah, blah, blah. So I do see that they're still strategizing. I mean, whoever this person is that initially targeted you hoped that they're going to succeed. So they're planning. They're still hoping, oh, what should we do? Not to go to prison. Well, let's be realistic here. Is that even possible after what you did? Not to go to prison? Not to have a criminal record for what you did? You abused an innocent person. So for you to get away with it is insane. This, whoever this trio was that abused you and targeted you are completely crazy. And I do see that they're thinking of escape. That's really what they're doing right now. I see they're thinking of escape. They're working on a plan. They're looking at the map. See this King of Wands with a woman. They're looking at the map. They're like, what should we do? Or let's take notes, right? They're watching you, surveillancing you. And they really think that they're going to get away. See, this individual is trying to run away. But it's not going to work. It's not. It's never meant to work. Never meant to work. In regards for you personal, once again, you concentrating on yourself. Even though I want to also put point that there's a lot of people watching you. A lot of people watching you. A lot of people observing you. A lot of people watching you. How you live your life. See, there are bystanders. Kind of like in the back. It's kind of in the way they care for you. Whoever these people are, there could be your family. There could be your friends. There could be just the people who are watching you and observing you, not the sickos here. Some other people, I do feel support from people that are caring for you, right? Because if you take a look at this card, that's a boy, and this could be his family. And they're, of course, family, they care for this boy that's standing on the edge of the cliff. I don't feel a sense of hatred or disrespect towards you, but this is signifying to me that you have supporters. You have people in your life that there for you, that are caring for you, and they wish you well. These people could be, as I said already, your family. These people could be, I don't know, anybody from the government aspect who investigating the situation. They having your back. They're there for you. They're there for you, okay? So, because as I said, everybody's working on this situation. You were a victim of sick people, sick, corrupt nutcases, greedy, materialistic, narcissistic lunatics that are now crying, matter of fact. So who's watching you? Let's analyze it. Who's supporting you? Who's supporting you? The person that wanted to outsmart you and manipulate you, no matter what they're doing, isn't working. That's a certain confirmation that these people attempts to destroy you is useless. And they will be punished. Punished. All of your enemies will be punished. Who's supporting you here? Who's supporting you? The card of lovers. Lovers. Someone someone who care for you. Lovers not necessarily could mean a relationship card in particularly. Lovers is about partnership. Someone who looks at you with care, someone who is caring. This is a group of people that admired by your work, admiring you by your strengths, admiring you the way you live your life, admiring the way you make your decisions. It's a positive energy here. It's not a negative energy. It's a positive energy here. Someone who really loves your passion towards justice. Someone who supports your opinion. Because remember, you prescribed here as an alpha energy, alpha female, alpha male. You're passionate in your work. You're a fighter. You're fighting for truth. You're fighting for justice because you were a victim of sick, psychopathic family of three crazy people. They're initiators, at least three. Someone who, once again, this is the card of passion. Someone who shares the same passion as you do. Could be a passion for justice, a passion for freedom, a passion for truth. You're not a loser here. You're not a loser. You were never a loser. All of these sticks that were placed on your life were artificially created. And people that did this to you are now screwed. They know that. They know that. Because they're trying. They're trying, it doesn't work. Right? See, fire energy. You're on fire. You keep working. Once again, you keep working because whatever it is you're passionate about, keep working. If you, let's say, have a hobby, or if you're thinking of a startup, or if you're thinking about starting up a business or doing a business, keep going. You're doing the right thing. So continue doing exactly what you are doing. I see that you're passionate about it. Passionate. See, there's so much fire here. So much fire. You are here supported by law. You're here supported by investigators, detectives. Everybody has your back. The only one who is against you here are these corrupt branch of sickos who fucked up. That's the only reason why they're against you. Because I do not see that what you're doing is wrong. And on top of that, I see freedom. This is the card of, once again, freedom combined with Pegasus. You're working towards your own freedom. Because the circumstances were placed on your path so sick and so unprecedented that it truly takes demonically oppressed sociopaths to do this to you. They're getting boomerangs. Boomerangs, that's why they're crying. See, boomerangs and justice card. They will go to prison. If they don't come to their senses and tell the truth, if they are not going to leave you alone, if they're going to continue targeting you, if they're continuously trying to set you up, pull another bullshit, falsified crap out of their ass, they will be charged extra. There will be charges on top of charges on top of charges. But I do see they're already getting their boomerangs. They're done. I do see that one female is sick. Maybe this is that Empress we've seen. Some female severely sick. Clarify the boomerang and justice card. And it's fair here. What is happening to your enemies is exactly what they deserved. Because the boomerang flying from the higher powers. They will be punished not only by the law of man, but they will be punished by the law of God. Because whatever was done to you was sick. Not only criminal in nature, it was unethical, it was immoral, it was inhumane, it was degrading. You don't deserve this shit because your ex is idiot who was hooking up with somebody, bullshitter. You're not liable for your ex's one night stands. Why were you putting in this position? Because these sickos saw that they can use you as a scapegoat? No, not you. Not you. Not you. Trust me, they're suffering. They are suffering. And this is just a beginning. They cannot stand the fact. You know what irritates your enemies? Is that your positions are so strong that it's impossible to throw you off your horse. It's impossible. Zero. They tried day after day, year after year, and they cannot do it. That's how strong you are. And that's why they're mad. They're mad. They're like, well, what's happening? How is this possible? How is this possible? Clearly possible. How? Nobody's business. This is called karma. So let's clarify the boomerang your idiotic enemy is receiving. Oh, they're angry. Ay, ay, ay. Look how mad they are. They're pissed. Angry is softly sad. They're mad. Angry. They're like, what? How did this happen? They're mad. They're not liking their life right now. I tell you that much. They hate it. And I can assure you that today your enemies asking and wondering themselves, why did they even touch you? Why? So they're mad, they're angry. But see, this is the card of Pandora box, because they did this to themselves. They opened up this Pandora box to themselves. So why are they angry at you? I don't understand. All of them did this to themselves. This is the other woman here is angry. See, the other woman that was competing with you, the sicko. Angry, she's mad. I think there's some wrong with her with a mood disorder here. One moment she's pissed like a crazy nutcase. The other moment she's crying. So which one is it? Is she mad or is she crying? Or she doesn't even know who she is in the first place. See, this is the other woman here that is mad. That opened up that Pandora box because she was hooking up with your ex. She was competing with you. How that competition ended. Yeah, she's also scared. She's afraid. She's afraid. The other woman's afraid here. Very afraid. Of course. You know why she's afraid? Because she's crazy. She's going to prison. That's why she's afraid. Why wouldn't she be afraid? She has a lot to be afraid of. And most of all, she has to be afraid of the judge. She has to be afraid of the courts. It was her idea, wasn't it? She's initiator. That's exactly what's going to be written in a report. This crazy, jealous other woman who was competing with you, the idiot, aka nutcase, is the initiator. She has a lot to be afraid of, and she is afraid. She's mad and she's afraid. Yeah. She's not the only one. The whole entire community here that did this to you afraid. They all did it together, right? It was joined. It was, like I said, family ties. Family. They all consider each other family. This is the card of Shabash. The Sabbath. Sabbath. A whole group of like-minded crazies. Whole group. Okay, what about this card? They wanted to control you, right? So that they could control you. The hopes were of this other woman that she could control you. See, power. Power. She wanted power. She wanted power. Power over you. power over situation, power over your ex, power over everybody. But she's disappointed, right? She's angry because she doesn't have that power. She lost that power. She lost that power in controlling your life. This woman really needs to go check herself because mentally, she's out. There's something severely wrong with her on a psychological level. Yeah, she's why is she angry? She's angry because you freed yourself, right? You put a fight. You put a fight, you're like, listen, nutcase. You're not the one that's going to tell me how I should live my life. You're not the one that just because you feel like it, you can manipulate and throw an innocent person to suffering because you wanted to have power. No, no, you free yourself from that. You, in fact, have energy of the phoenix. That's exactly uh, your symbol, your symbolism going through this situation is a phoenix. You're reborn. No one can chain you. You rather die than be chained to anything. You're a very strong person. And yeah, see, she's mad. She's mad right now because you're free, right? You freed yourself. You freed yourself from either toxic relationship, heartache, pain, suffering, self-pity, all of this negative, sad, drowning feelings. And that's when you picked up your sword. That's where you picked up your sword and you whacked this sick bitch back in her place. Now she's crying and she's sick. This is the card of sickness. She's sick. Whatever she did to you resulted in her physical and mental illness. The fact that she had a mental illness is from a get-go. But I pick up a physical illness. Shouldn't she become worried about her health instead of fighting with you? Yeah. Yeah, you put her back on her place. That's what happened. You called her out exactly for who she is. Nothing but a lying, cunning, gossiper, criminal. Because she wanted to have power over you. No one will have power over you. Nobody. So in her karma, what? Sickness. She's sick. She is sick. Her positions in the community, in the society is done 100%. Everything falling apart for her. I do see that. She completely, everything's falling apart. Your spirit guides, your ancestors protecting you, clearing your path for the future, keeping the rats out of your life, because now you have a natural intuition who should be on your life. So if there is a people that are removed from your energy, know that this is your ancestors cleaning your life out from rats. And this is the card of your intuition. You have this natural intuition. Whom should you welcome in your life and whom should you remove? This is all thanks to your ancestors. There is a man that is coming towards you if you're feminine. A male. Oh, no, no, no. This is a male that also getting a boomerang. Some male in uniform getting boomerang. Maybe this is your ex. If you have an ex who in uniform, or maybe this, oh no, triangle. Triangle. Male from a triangle. I don't know. It's a very complicated. I think that this community, everybody slept with everybody. It's a rectangles, triangles, hectonecks, you name it. Okay. But there is some sort of male from a third party also getting a boomerang here. Male that most likely player in uniform. Maybe that had affair with this other woman. The one that was competing with you. So there's everybody here is getting boomerangs. Everybody. Everybody. Yeah, I kind of see that it is known now. It is known who did what. So these people, pretty much, what can I say about them? What can I say about your enemies? The fact that they're angry because they're getting boomerangs, the fact that they're facing imprisonment, the fact that they're going to answer for what they did to you, the fact that you're free from this situation and reborn from this situation. You have nothing to worry about here. Not you. Your enemies have a lot to worry about you, about what's coming, but not you. That was a very stupid game that they pulled. And in fact, they thought they'll get away with it. That's even more pathetic. After what was done to you, I guess there is no cure for stupid. So once again, Boomerang for setting you up. You were set up here, like I said. You were legally set up somehow. Something that this sick woman, this other man, this whole family, these sickos, something here they were able to set you up somehow. Boomerang for that. That's why you should always live your life with conscience and decency. You know, be a decent human being. Be a decent human being. Don't be a psychopath thinking that you're smarter than somebody else. That you can just abuse people and continue on with your happy life. It doesn't happen like that. Not even in movies. It doesn't happen. It's only a matter of time where everybody gets what they deserve. The sick game your enemies have started against you brought them nothing but suffering for a very, very long time. Very long time. Before I let you go, guys, I'm going to throw a couple more cards. Here, I see a big trip for you. There is a trip ahead of you. Big trip. Maybe you're planning a trip somewhere. Maybe somewhere overseas. Soon you will be happy. Free from these idiots. Self-acceptance. Radical self-acceptance. Miscarriage. Hot date. Hot date and big trip. Yeah, I do feel like someone here is coming towards you. It's like a new leap of life, new journey of your life. I see that you accepted. You already accepted your destiny. You accepted everything that you've been through. You have no problem with any self-acceptance or acceptance of circumstances or situation. And because you have accepted your life the way it came, and you were so patient, this has only proved your strengths. That's why you always came up as an alpha female, as an alpha male. You're not the one to complain. So in order for you to fight the way you did, and you did so with grace and elegance, you come up with a very unique approach of how to defend yourself against this sickness of your enemies. And this is once again proving who you are and who those sickos are. Okay, but once again, there will be a new person coming in. New person. Meeting throughout times. New friend. New friend, new person. For some it's a friend, for some it's a new hot date. Relationship. Relationship partner. Somebody that you can be together with, someone you can trust. Someone new. So no matter what it is you go in, my wonderful collective, know that this situation almost over. I hope the fact that your enemies are now finally getting the boomerangs for what they did put your mind at ease. Because frankly, in my opinion, you have not deserved it. You have not. And because you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, my wonderful collective, this was the reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, thank you guys so much for the supporting of our channel and all of your donation. I truly appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.